The Bush Summit is back and once again is going national, ready to deliver outcomes for communities in regional and remote Australia. So join me, Warren Brown, as I drive this incredible Ram Bighorn all the way across this vast and spectacular country. And spectacular Australia is. We'll be driving more than 4,500 kilometres. That's the distance from London to Cairo. So we start at the Barossa Valley in South Australia, then move to Bendigo in Victoria, then up through western New South Wales to White Cliffs, to cross the border into Queensland, to go to Roma, and ultimately to Townsville. Now, this is one of the great things that I get to do with these Bush Summit expeditions. Now, I've just arrived at the new spot Adelaide City Ram dealership. And like all good adventure stories, it's all in the delivery because I'm just about to take delivery of this. This is the new Ram 1500 Bighorn, and what a fantastic machine. This is, believe it or not, the entry-level model with this beautiful iridescent blue. So I can tell you from personal experience, having driven a Ram to the Bush Summit before, there is no better vehicle for driving across Australia. So all that's left to do is get cracking. This is Joel, who's the dealer principal. Mate, thank you so much.
No worries.
It's always great to have Ram on board, so I'm ready to go.
Enjoy your adventure in this amazing machine.
Indeed. Thanks, mate. So we've left Adelaide and I'm now behind the wheel of the latest in the lineup of Ram trucks. This is the Ram Bighorn. It's called the Bighorn because of, see, Bighorn. And so we're headed towards the Barossa Valley. Of course, it's famous for its wines and its vineyards, and we're heading to one of the oldest vineyards in South Australia. So this place is a vineyard named Irvine Wines. It's one of the most interesting and important vineyards in the Barossa Valley because it's one of the oldest. Now, this is Sam Wade, and he runs the vineyard here. Sam, tell us a little bit about Irvine Wines and just how old it is.
Well, the vineyard we're in now, Warren, dates back to 1867, actually. So it's one of the oldest vineyards in the Barossa. Our partners, the Miles family, their forebears emigrated out here in the 1860s and were some of the earliest settlers to plant vines. And so the vines that we're standing amongst today are over 150 years old.
And apparently because of the thickness of the vines you can see here, that gives you an indication of just how old they are.
Yeah, they're pretty gnarly, these things. They're you can certainly tell the age of a vine. It's like looking at a big old oak tree or something like that, a rather large trunk, which indicates the age.
Look, I'm here with Casey Miles as well. Now, Casey, something else that's so important to vineyards in recent years hit heavily by tariffs from China. What was the impact of that?
Most definitely. I think it was a huge thing for all local businesses in the area and Australia-wide. But having your eggs all in one basket, it was like having the rug pulled out from underneath you when China closed off its borders from us now exporting. So to have that back open is amazing, but I think it's taught us a big lesson about not putting all your eggs in one basket.
And so when you say not putting all your eggs in one basket, what markets are you looking at now?
Yeah, so looking overseas into different places, obviously it's really tricky. So you've got the UK, you've got the US, you've got places like India, but they all have their own troubles that come with getting into them. So, but it's making sure that we're not just going for China, that we are spreading our range into a diverse range of countries as well.
There's no doubt the tariffs hit Australia's winemakers hard, but the Barossa is still winning awards around the world, and Casey is no stranger to accolades herself and was recently crowned Barossa Young Ambassador. Tell me a bit about being the Young Ambassador. What's that about?
Yes, so it's a 9-month program that runs every 2 years along with the Barossa Vintage Festival, and it's really a leadership program that you're sort of marked on different things, and at the end of it one person is crowned the Barossa Young Ambassador for 2 years.
So what is it about the Barossa that you like so much?
I think it's the people, the community, the heritage. Very, very lucky, and I mean the land is picturesque and the people here, it's just like family and it's so welcoming, and it's such a great community to be a part of.
So how good is that, to have someone like Casey who's an advocate for young people in regional and rural Australia?